I'm going to teach you all about the physiological effect of sex hormones. So, what is sex hormones? Sex hormones are the hormones secreted both in male and female, and these hormones play vital role in sexual development, reproduction, and gender health. And it also affects the sexual function and bones, brain, and blood vessel in both the sexes. The main glands that produces sex hormones are adrenal gland and gonads. And in gonads, in female, that is ovaries, and in male, the testes. In female, the hormone produced are estrogen and progesterone by the ovaries, and in male, the hormone is testosterone produced by the testes in male. So, here I am going to teach you about the female sex hormones. These are estrogen and progesterone. So, first come about the estrogen. So, in general, the function of sex hormones are, first, very important, is puberty, development. Puberty, in puberty, the sexual development mainly occurs due to these hormones. And second one is reproductive. Third, it is important in sexual desire. It also regulates bone and muscle growth. It has got inflammatory responses and regulating the cholesterol level in both sexes, promoting hair growth, and it is responsible for the body fat distribution. So these are the main function in general of sex hormone. Now come to the individual hormone. First is female sex hormone, that is estrogen and progesterone. So first come estrogen. All estrogen are steroid hormone, with cholesterol is the main precursor. And the physiological active natural estrogen are, first, 17-beta estradiol, it is the most potent form. Second is estrione, and third is estriol, that is third one is least potent. Come to the source. The theca internal cell of the Graafian follicle is a major source of these estrogen hormone, and these cells also have many LH receptors. And second one, granulosa cell of Graafian follicle, that is estrogen from this source remain in the Graafian fluid, that is the cells that surround the secondary oocyte, and these estrogen released from these cells remain in the follicular fluid. Third source is placenta. Third one is from adrenal cortex. It is of very small in amount from the cortex, adrenal cortex. And fifth is from testis. In testis, it is in a small amount. Now come to the transport. First, the 97% circulate in the blood-bound plasma protein albumin, that is about 60%, and about 37% bound to gonadal steroid binding globulin, that is CBG, and 3% circulate in blood in the free form. So daily secretion in female is about 35 to 500 microgram per day, and it different steps of the menstrual cycle. The two peak of secretion occurs, first just before ovulation, that is approx 200 to 500 microgram per day, and second during the mid-luteal phase, that is about 250 microgram per day. (15 to 45 milligram during pregnancy) it is present, and decrease to low level after menopause. Menopause is the condition when the menstrual period ceases, and in male it is about 50 microgram per day. Now come to the metabolism. Thus, circulating estrogen are conjugated in the liver to form water-soluble sulfate and glucuronides, which are then excreted. 65% excreted in urine and remaining in feces. Now come to the mechanism of action. The estrogen is rapidly taken by the target organs such as uterus, vagina, anterior hypothalamus and anterior pituitary, in which there is a specific binding protein in the cell cytoplasm, and the bound product rapidly enter the nucleus and via DNA and RNA initiate changes which enhances cell replication or the protein synthesis. Now come to the function. So, the function of estrogen the physiological action of the estrogens. First, before puberty, estradiol is secreted in very small amount which has little physiological action. But at puberty, estrogen is secreted in large quantity and result in the changes in various parts of the body. First, it promotes the growth and activity of ovaries, uterus, vagina, fallopian tube. There is also it causes changes in fallopian tube. First come to the ovary. Ovary is responsible for the completion of the ovarian cycle. In uterus, it promotes mitotic activity in uterine muscle and endometrium. Therefore, in myometrium, the uterine muscle fiber enlarges and become more excitable and active. And there is also their sensitivity to oxytocin is increases, and these effects are due to action on calcium binding by the myometrial cell membrane. In cervical mucus, secretion becomes copious and watery. In fallopian tube, it increases secretory activity and motility. Increases growth of external genitalia, responsible for appearance of secondary sexual character, influences the gonadotropin secretion. Estrogen in a small dosage acts directly upon the hypothalamus and anterior pituitary, and there is decreased FSH and LH secretion. In large dose, positive feedback effect on the LH secretion by increasing the responsiveness of the posterior pituitary to GnRH. When there is moderate and constant level of circulating estrogen produces negative feedback effect on LH secretion, whereas an elevated estrogen level produces positive feedback effect and stimulates LH secretion. So, the effect of estrogen vary with the dose. So, in different phases of menstrual cycle, this shows the type of feedback effect. Estrogen help for initiation and maintenance of pregnancy and parturition. It increases plasma T4, cortisol binding globulin and angiotensinogen. and it decreases the serum cholesterol and thus prevent the development of atherosclerosis. So this is the cardioprotective hormone, protect from atherosclerosis. Now come to the uses. The use of artificial estrogen such as diethyl acetylbesterol are relatively active when given orally. And to control postmenopausal symptoms like hot flashes, and it is used in the oral contraceptive pills. So in nutshell, this is the action of estrogen, has both positive and negative feedback effect on FSH and LH secretion, causes maturation and maintenance of the fallopian tube, uterus, cervix and vagina, causes the development of female secondary sex character at puberty, it causes the development of the breast, upregulate estrogen LH progesterone receptors, causes proliferation and development of the ovarian granulosa cell, maintains pregnancy, lower the uterine threshold to contractile stimuli during pregnancy, stimulate prolactin secretion, but then block its action on the breast. First stimulate, then further blocks. Physiological effect of estrogen. Estrogen responsible for the development of female secondary sex character include the narrow shoulders, broad hips and wider carrying angle, divergent arms and convergent thigh and wider pelvic inlet. Metabolic effect, it lowers the blood level of cholesterol, it increases calcium retention and it increases the number of steroid binding proteins. Endocrine effect, it increases keratinization of the vaginal lining for protection. And in vagina, it increases the vaginal secretion and makes it acidic by promoting the breakdown of glycogen to lactic acid, and this will protect the vagina against the bacterial infection. So this is very important function. Second, it increases profuse watery secretion of the cervix. It enhances the growth of the endometrium, increases actin and myosin of myometrium and sensitivity to oxytocin. Estrogen enhances a spontaneous contractility of uterine tubes to facilitate the sperm movement for fertilization. The number of LH receptor on ovarian follicle increases and follicular growth increases, and most important, in breast, it enhances the ductal development, that is both number and size is increased, the ducts in the breast. Second hormone is the progesterone. The progesterone source, corpus luteum and placenta, in a small amount also secreted from the testis and adrenal cortex. Plasma level in men about 0.3 nanogram per ml, in women. In men it is 0.3 nanogram per ml. In women it is 0.9. In women, here it is, this is a misprinting, here it is 0.9, यहाँ misprinting है, यहाँ पर 0.9 होगा. In women 0.9 nanogram per ml during follicular phase of menstrual cycle which increases by 20 folds during the luteal phase. So यहाँ पे 0.9 नैनोग्राम, इन मेल में 0.3 नैनोग्राम और फीमेल में 0.9 नैनोग्राम. Okay, 0.9. Here is misprinting. 0.9. Now come to the transport. In brief, 98% circulate in blood bound to plasma protein, and in this 80% bound to albumin and 18% bound to 80% bound to gonadal asteroid binding globulin, and approx 2% circulate in blood in the free form. It has got short life period and converted in the liver to pregnenolone. So in metabolism, converted in the liver to pregnenolone, which is conjugated to glucuronoric acid and excreted in urine. Mechanism of action. By action of DNA to initiate the synthesis of new mRNA. Now come to the action. Action first. On the estrogen-stimulated proliferated endometrium, it produces secretory changes which prepare the endometrium for implantation of the fertilized ovum. The cervical mucus becomes thick and tenacious and increases the growth of lobules and alveolar tissue in the breast. So estrogen produces growth of ductal tissue, and here the progesterone produces growth of lobular and alveolar tissue in breast. It antagonizes the action of the estrogen, that is, it decreases excitability of the myometrial cell, decreases sensitivity of the myometrium to oxytocin. It decreases number of estrogen receptor in the endometrium, increases basal body temperature slightly, inhibit the ovulation by inhibiting release of GnRH from the hypothalamus, and this leads to decreased LH, potentiates inhibitory effect of estrogen on secretion of GnRH. Come to the use. The synthetic progesterone preparation is used in contraceptive pills, and it is of great value in pregnant women who have repeated abortion by promoting placental hormone formation, and second by reducing the uterine contraction. So it is of value in pregnant women who have had abortion, history of abortion. In nutshell, the action of progesterone has the negative feedback effect on FSH and LH secretion during luteal phase, maintains secretory activity of the uterus during the luteal phase, maintains pregnancy, raises the uterine threshold to contractile stimuli during pregnancy, and participate in development of breast. Endocrine effect. It increases leukocyte infiltration in the vaginal epithelium. It produces a thick cervical mucus resistant to penetration of the spermatozoa, that is natural fertilization barrier. It decreases the uterine spontaneous activity and sensitivity to oxytocin while increases the endometrial gland secretion. It stimulates lobular alveolar gland growth in the breast. In metabolic effect, it induces natriuresis, that is the loss of sodium from the kidney when it is used in large dose. When large dose of progesterone causes loss of sodium from kidney by competing for aldosterone receptors. It makes the respiratory system more sensitive to CO2, and so the respiratory rate increases. And third, it increases the basal body temperature by about 0.5 to 1 degree centigrade approx. So that is all about the female sex hormone. The male sex hormone, that is testosterone, secreted from the testes in male, ये आप लोग को पढ़ाया गया है डॉक्टर ए के सिन्हा के लेक्चर क्लास में प्रीवियसली. So now come to the effect of removal of gonads in female. So what happens when the ovary removed? First come, what happens when ovary removed before puberty? So effects are, puberty does not set in first, the menstrual flow does not appear, and third, the secondary sexual character do not develop. So therefore the presence of ovary is essential for the onset of puberty. What happens when the ovaries are removed in adult? First, the atrophy of the whole genital tract, that is the uterus, vagina and the external genitalia structures become atrophied when removed in adults. The menstruation stops permanently, and there is vasomotor changes are common, like flushing of the skin of the face, neck and upper chest. These are known as hot flashes, that is a sensation of warmth. Feeling of suffocation and night sweats. Effect on breast is variable, and there may be increase in size due to local accumulation of fat, or they may shrink due to the atrophy of the glandular tissue. So these are the main changes occur due to removal of the ovary in female adult, in adult female. Obesity developed due to diffuse deposition of fat, because these hormones also important in body fat distribution. And there is effect on sexual desire variable but is unaffected. Emotional disturbance of varying degree may occur, ranging from a certain amount of irritability or depression or to insanity. So this is the changes occur due to removal of ovary in adult female. So this is all about the physiological effect of removal of the gonads in female.